Because of the growth and popularity of our Community and Administrative Practice Macro MSW specialty, we are now able to offer 4 new graduate certificate programs related to Community and Administrative Practice, open to all MSW students and current UTA graduate students, as well as MSW graduates. Often UTA MSW students and graduates choose a direct practice specialty, but often want some community and administrative practice education to supplement their learning and to prepare them for better career options. MSW graduates often find out while working in their careers they need additional training and preparation for leadership and management in their human services, nonprofit, advocacy, government, social welfare, and social services areas organizations. We now offer the opportunity with a choice of Organizational Leadership Graduate Certificate, Community Leadership Graduate Certificate, Administrative Leadership Graduate Certificate, and Policy Leadership Graduate Certificate. The Organizational Leadership Certificate provides advanced education and training in organizational leadership of human service and nonprofit programs to direct practice social work students and members of the community. Here's what Professor Nava has to say regarding the Organizational Leadership Graduate Certificate.
How often do you think of your career in terms of organizational leadership? Hi, my name is Marcela Nava. I'm an associate professor in practice here at the School of Social Work. And while some of you may know that organizational leadership is your life's calling, the reality is that most of you are going to end up in a direct practice role and eventually move into an organizational leadership role. You're going to have to compete for that role with people that have varying levels of practical on-the-job experience. So my question to you is, how prepared do you feel to acquire that experience and to stand out compared to others when you're moving into leadership roles? The Organizational Leadership Certificate is essentially set up to help you develop some of the very basic skills that you would need to be able to be successful in moving into a leadership role. Think about some of the questions that you might be asked in a job interview. What is your leadership theory? How do you apply different aspects of that theory when it comes to motivating workers? When it comes to making decisions about very limited resources and where to spend them and what to go after? What do you see as the role of a social work supervisor? How do you integrate mentorship and clinical supervision and education in the roles and responsibilities of a supervisor? How do you evaluate your social work supervisors? What about your budgets? What types of budgeting practices do you follow? Can you read a basic profit and loss statement? How do you rally your resources together to go after grants in an environment that is continually more challenging? Those are some of the questions you might expect. So how prepared do you feel? If you're not sure, then the Organizational Leadership Certificate might just be for you.
The Community Leadership Certificate provides advanced education and training in social work community practice skills, including mobilizing neighborhood, community, and client groups to solve collective human problems, writing grants for financial support, and planning and conducting advocacy to affect social welfare policy decisions that affect local communities. Here's what Professor Dr. Tomlinson has to say regarding the Community Leadership Graduate Certificate.
Are you a leader in your organization? Do you want to know more about how you can effectively impact your community? If so, the Community Leadership Certificate might be for you. This certificate helps teach degree seekers and non-degree seekers how to mobilize, problem solve in social welfare, and seek funding through government and philanthropic organizations. This certificate helps teach how to impact policy and create change. Certificate participants are provided advanced community practice skills education on how to work with groups and organizations, and it encourages participants to seek a greater level of social justice change for their communities and their clients. The certificate only requires the completion of 3 courses: an advanced community practice course, a seminar in grant proposal development, and an advocacy and social policy course. As a former CAP student myself, I can say that my education in the realm of community practice has prepared me to take on non-traditional roles and leadership opportunities within human services. I've had the pleasure of grant writing, of program development and design, and program administration. And this has fulfilled a social work career that has spanned diverse populations and agency settings. So if you're someone who wants to build on your leadership capabilities, and who wants to have the formalized knowledge and skills to create this type of change, I encourage you to explore the Community and Leadership Certificate.
The Administrative Leadership Certificate prepares students to effectively lead organizations, thus positively impacts clients. The certificate provides students with training in program development, program leadership, and supervision of program staff. Here's what Professor Dr. Pillai has to say regarding the Administrative Leadership Graduate Certificate.
Hi, I am Vijayan Pillai, School of Social Work. I am here to talk with you a little bit about the certificate program in CAP. One question most of you learning about the CAP certificate program is why a certificate in CAP. I would like to reflect on this question in this video. Community leadership opportunities are only going to increase because of COVID in the recent times. It has taken away jobs. It has considerably increased the pressure of parenting as more and more children are being schooled online. For many households in the category of working poor, minorities, and even those in the middle class families, expenses have only increased while employment opportunities have decreased. According to some of the reports, food kitchens are now being overwhelmed. At least about 10% of the population may be facing hunger. So, employment in the for-profit and non-profit organizations for mobilizing neighborhoods, communities to solve critical economic, social, and health-related issues are going to be on the increase. So it is abundantly clear we have to solve these problems with our ability to address these problems by supplanting financial capital with other forms of capital, such as social. You will be called upon to do all this while being compassionate, ethical, and caring. Certificate program equips you with skill sets necessary in these areas. These are some of the reasons for obtaining a certificate in CAP. Personally speaking, I have used skills I learned in these areas of community organization and community planning in a number of settings. I worked for a brief period in a low-cost housing program for an impoverished neighborhood in India. Later on, I used the same set of skills to assist an urban housing authority to plan a low-cost housing community. Just to add to what I said, I would like to emphasize that CAP certificate enables you to seek jobs in a number of other settings, such as public service, locally serving nonprofits, community advocacy organizations, government agencies, and elected officers.
The Policy Leadership Certificate provides advanced education and training and skills that help direct practice social workers to impact social welfare policy decisions, including increased social policy knowledge and skills in advocacy, program evaluation, and administration. Here's what Professor Dr. Hofer has to say regarding the Policy Leadership Graduate Certificate.
Are you interested in changing the world by improving government policies, but don't want the bother and expense of getting a law degree? Are you a human service or nonprofit organization leader looking for a clear-cut professional approach to learning how to advocate on behalf of populations instead of individual clients? Now there's a way. Hi, this is Dr. Rick Hofer. In this short video, you'll learn what the Policy Leadership Certificate is and why it might just be the ticket to advanced skills, fascinating work, higher pay, and the satisfaction of making large-scale change happen. Whether you're currently a student at UTA or a community member, you can earn the Policy Leadership Certificate. To do so, you must successfully complete 3 classes. Here's what you'll learn. In the course, Advanced Administration, you'll come away with knowledge about leadership, worker motivation, resource development, and managing conflict and diversity in an organizational setting. In short, you'll be able to lead with a clear sense of purpose using your values to change the world through policy. Program evaluation teaches you how to determine what the effects of current policies or programs are. As you know, knowledge is the basis for understanding policy impacts and then making changes that improve the world. Finally, the centerpiece of the Policy Leadership Certificate is Advocacy and Social Policy. This course provides you with solid knowledge and skills for impacting legislative and executive branch decisions. You know you want to change the world, and this course gives you all the tools you need to make a difference. If you're already a social work student at UTA, now's the time to contact your advisor about registering for the Policy Leadership Certificate program. If you're not a social work student, but are from another department, or even if you're not enrolled at UTA at all, contact the director of the MSW program and say you want to learn more about the Policy Leadership Certificate. Your policy leadership skills will grow. You'll be positioned to do what you really want to do: change the world.
Each certificate requires 9 graduate credit hours or 3 courses. All courses for the graduate certificates are conveniently offered online to support students and working professionals. For students currently in the MSW program at the time of enrollment for the certificate, the student must be in good standing as defined by the MSW program, which includes having a GPA of 3.0 or higher. For non-degree seeking students who wish to enroll in the certificate program, a bachelor's degree or a master's degree already conferred in social work, or a bachelor's or master's degree in another field already conferred, and 2 years of related professional experience with a GPA of 3.0 or higher is required. If you want to learn more about our 4 new graduate certificates, please be sure to check out the link in the description box below to the Social Work Graduate Certificates webpage. Current graduate students should also speak with their academic advisor. That concludes our video on our 4 new graduate certificates. If you want to learn more about our school, our top-ranked MSW program, or what social workers do, please go to our website, or you can follow us on our social media pages. And if you like this video, that was insightful and informative, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, turn on those post notifications for future content down the road. For those of you watching at home and working remotely, thank you for keeping me company once again. Remember to be kind, be safe, wear your mask, and that we're all in this together. Until next time, my name is Douglas Gutierrez. Signing off.